South Florida. There's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Miami Dolphins. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
Now Willis to throw. He'll find a man over the middle. Tutu Atwell. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's good coaching. Their quarterback struggled with turnovers last game. So what do you do as a play caller? Simplify things. They give him a short throw here early to try and build some confidence.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Willis to throw. That is caught. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. The Dolphins at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Next, the receivers have spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring out a 3rd down.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. That's complete, but there is a flag down. So hang on, a big call coming on 3rd down. Well, that flag puts them on their heels a little bit more defensively as the officials walk it upfield.
Yeah, and they can blame the officials all they want, but bottom line, it's their own fault because, to me, that was an avoidable call. Stay focused and avoid major mistakes like that.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. A give left side. Here's Achane. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To throw, here's Willis. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
19.
Back to throw, Willis. He'll find the rookie here from Texas Tech. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
But I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
Going on 4th down, here's Willis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now Patrick going to change the play. They go play fake. Mahomes. This is caught by Evans. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 35.
And a 1st down, Chiefs.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 6-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go as nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. To throw, it's Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
And they're on 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. And he ran right through one tackle as he fights forward for a gain of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Again, it's Achane. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
It's a gain of 20.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
A give, running right, Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's George Karlaftis greeting him behind the line with a big stop. And our statistician, Ben Ramsar, just held up 3 fingers to remind me he now has 3 tackles for a loss rolling in the first quarter.
Well, Ben's got it detailed perfectly. He always gives us the right stats. I'd love to be on the offense's headset right now because what you're hearing is, can someone please block him? Come up with a scheme. Come up with something. Make sure you block him because he's disrupting everything.
That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And he will take it in for the Dolphins touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Riley Patterson now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The Chiefs with the football as we start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's complete, left side to Worthy. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out and giving the ball back to their offense?
Fielded at the 20. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The shotgun snap to Willis. He finds Douglas complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And space tough to come by there. So to get maybe a yard to the 37.
He's brought down at the
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 9. Here's Willis. Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Achane here. They stay on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
To throw, here's Willis. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Willis out of the gun. That's taken in by Dulcich. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Again, Willis to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
On the 10-yard line.
This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Here's Willis. forced out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And on 1st and goal, they decided to throw for it, but the coverage was excellent. And he kept holding the ball, hoping someone would shake free. Instead, he's hit and drop. And now, they're not even in the red zone anymore.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Dolphins on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Willis looking to throw it. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. But there is a flag down. He might get another shot at this. So on 4th down, on is Riley Patterson for the Dolphin field goal. Patterson's kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell us end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure.
Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Kansas City.
Travis Kelce, 78 yards. And the Chiefs are once again back in front. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 14-10. Butker now to kick this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all now joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Willis looks to pass it here. Here's a diving catch right side. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
When I played in the yard as a kid, I used to imitate the spectacular catches that I would see on TV. I don't think I ever imitated one quite that well.
Come on, give yourself some credit.
No, I know better. What we just saw there, that was pretty special.
Willis. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Willis to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's Mahomes to throw. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
I'll give him credit there. Nice job on the drag route. Bring the receiver across the field, hoping he can catch it in stride and turn it up. He was able to do just that, although he's just a little bit short of the 1st down.
Mahomes going to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Intended for number 86.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Evans has it left side. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2.
3 on the play. 1st down, Kansas City.
Now Mahomes. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there, 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. That one out wide and intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. at their own 40-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This quarterback now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a first and 10.
Now Willis. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
At the 30-yard line.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Willis is going to throw once more.
He's got a man. That's Marshall. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play that time on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Back to throw, Willis.
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. 2-2 Atwell in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 17, Chiefs 14.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive.
Nifty footwork at the 45. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to kick
A
off.
field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this third quarter.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They go play fake. Mahomes.
That's into the hands of Worthy.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 42-yard line. They'll run. It's Brashard Smith. The 20. Down the right sideline. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Brashard Smith, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game. Butker now to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
First and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
Right back to Achane on second down.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it with Achane.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
They do go for this. Here's Willis.
And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down.
Back to the ground, Achane. A solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 42-yard line.
A run straight ahead with Achane.
And they get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and a couple. On the handoff, it's Achane.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 34 yards.
And the Dolphins have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Patterson now for the extra point.
And that one gives them a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Dolphins 24, Chiefs 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there. One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Second down at 6 now from the 42. Now here's Mahomes. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 9. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Throw out wide to Walker. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Touchdown, Kansas City.
Ken Walker, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have yet again retaken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Harrison Butker to kick off.
Butker now to kick this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit, what's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
From the 21, here's the 2nd and 8. Willis. Throw over the middle, taken in by Dulcich. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give this to Achane. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, Their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 8. Now Willis. He'll dump this off to Achane. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw, Willis. And that will be incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Concentration, so key on a ball like that. It's hard. I know how difficult it is, but that's a ball you've got to come up with. And instead, a big play is going to slip through their fingers, literally and figuratively.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And this one caught downfield by Evans. Then he will finally be taken down, but how about that play? It's a big one on the final act of the third quarter. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 2 big plays in succession, and Kansas City's on the move. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Mahomes going to shift him around. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this fourth quarter.
Dolphins 24.
Butker now to kick this one away.
To kick off for Kansas City.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. And the drive starts with a run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Up the middle, here's Walker. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Mahomes now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Ronnie Johnson picks it. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Completes it to Douglas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Throw caught by Ochan. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
13 more yards. That's another Dolphins first down. First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Here's Willis. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Second and 10. Now Willis to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it looked like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Right back to the air with Willis. Rifling one complete into the hands of Marshall. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
H.N. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Willis.
Touchdown! Greg Dulcich, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
The Dolphins are lining up.
Willis will try and throw for this.
And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
The score, Chiefs 35. Dolphins.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
Oh, good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Chiefs. Butker now to add the extra point. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score, Chiefs 42, Dolphins 30.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Willis will look to throw it. Same connection. Dulcich once again.
Escapes the defender.
Inside the 10.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Greg Dulcich.
His third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game.
And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point try now for Patterson.
And oh, it's blocked. But he doesn't get far. They're able to stop him. And after all that, the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I rarely question anyone's effort on the field. But normal, you give up a touchdown like that, a long-distance play, there's usually not a lot of resistance on the extra point. In this case, though, boy, they bowed their backs and got after it, didn't they?
A little revenge. Nicely done.
Yeah, way to go. Get in there, block it, and show them that they're still fighting.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Straight ahead, Walker. Oh, no, he lost the football. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
The fumble on first down now. Here's second down.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Evans has it left side. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 25-yard line. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down if they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up. That'd be the time to do it.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Kansas City.
Kenneth Walker with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the two-point try.
Set up for the two-point conversion.
Mahomes will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a two-point conversion as far as how you're defending?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
This is 1st and 10. Now Willis. And that one too wide and incomplete.
The nice thing is that you've still got all your timeouts, so the middle of the field, that should still be an option, especially if you see the defenders pinching the sideline. You can run a little seam route right here and pick up some nice yardage.
Throwing, Willis.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. They bring the man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
Well, this is getting close to a no-win situation now. They've got one final shot. They're on their end of the field, and it's 4th and long. This might require a little extra razzle-dazzle to get it done.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Willis, got to have this one. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they will take a knee here.
So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And this coaching staff, CD, I think you'd agree, pleased with this overall effort.
I think they're more than pleased, right? They've got to look at each other like, wow, we just pulled this one off in a big way. Great job of motivating, even better job of game planning. They were facing a top 10 defense, so they had to make sure that everything was buttoned.
Major news surrounding one of the premier head coaches in the NFL. He and his club parting ways in a move that's sending shockwaves across the NFL.
He ain't your three, he ain't your two, he the ball. He ain't your four, he ain't your three, he ain't your two, he the ball. When they feel the spirit, then they move to it. Then their mind is the first thing they lose to it. Then their spirits just shine with a hue to it. If you think it's that easy, then you do it. When you gotta have it that you can't stop. When the world says they'll help you, but they not. They too busy trying to make the rain stop. When there's more galaxies than the raindrops. He's not the 5, he's not the 4, he's not the 3, he's not the 2, he's not the 5, he's not the 4, he's not the 3, he's not the 2. We don't leave the church till the energy is done. Say they wanna have a good time, tell them come. People shouting up and down the aisle, watch you run. He is not the or the and, he is the one. Every opportunity to serve him, here I come. Praising his name from the moon to the sun. Can't nobody do it like him, there is none. Cause he is not the or the and, he is the one. He the one, he the one, he the one, he is the one. He the one, he the one, he the one, he is the one. He the one, he the one, he the one, he is the one.
Bro, this ain't a debate. God's in control of the things that I make.
He's in control of the time of the rest and the time I get dressed and when I take a breath and the time I had left and the chances I take. Think that you know me, well, it's a mistake. Skateboard is different, I got vertebrae. I am not bending and spinning and stretching and thinking of shrinking to fit in your tank. Think like an octopus, really a fish. Game in the head like a god is the fist. Who can do choreo movie like this? When it comes to the spirit, you know who it is. Know what he bout. Any false idols, he's taking them out. But there is not any, come on, look around. Telling you now, let's count it down.
5, he's not the 4, he's not the 3, he's not the 2, he's not the 5, he's not the 4, he's not the 3, he's not the 2.
Whoa.
We don't leave the church till the energy is done. Say they wanna have a good time, tell them come. People shouting up and down the aisle, watch you run. He is not the or the and he is the one. Every opportunity to serve him, here I come. Praising his name from the moon to the sun. Can't nobody do it like him, there is none. Cause he is not the or.
When the clock stops ticking and the birds stop singing and the world stops spinning, Jesus, he's the one. Jesus, he's the one.
They love when I get on these beats, this sound like poetry. Voices, hearing them in my head, so I make the right choices. When you going in or sting like a swordfish. I know you see me crying in here while I'm crying this. KD, you watching me, I know you just enjoying this. A whole lot of jewelry, cars and clothes, my vision getting blurry. Won't let it brand me, my family ain't too far, I keep them right behind me. Made my mama quit a job to keep her safe beside me. I made it out, bigger house, ain't got enough rooms, go scratch out on the couch. On the road, that's when it hit the most, see tears running out. Ain't none I'm fearing cause I snap. I done did enough favors, I need something, they running out. Running laps around these, they put up, I'm popping out. Back against the wall, no copping out, no need for stopping out. You left too early, you left so fast. You left me, you hurt me bad. God. I made it out alive, though.